Hi everyone, I'm Jenna with Brown Dog Craft Company. Today is Saturday, July 27th. I'm coming to you live from Hudson, Wisconsin. Today we're here for the Round We Go Fun Fold class. So if you're joining us live, say hello. Hi Mary Jean. Say hello in the chat. Otherwise, if you're catching this on replay, welcome. Thanks for watching. Let's see, it's Saturday night at 8:30 Central, so I'm not normally live for class on Saturdays, but July and August are a little bit crazy around here. So typically, September through May, I teach class every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Central right here on YouTube, and class is always free to watch. If you like what you see, you can purchase card kits. Everything is available for purchase. All you need are your own stamps and dies. So class tonight is $25, and we make 3 fun folds of sorts. So last month, the fun fold was faker shakers. So that was like the fun aspect to that. And today, the fun aspect is I keep wanting to call them pinwheels, but it's like a 3D die. So it's really fun. It's called Round We Go, and it might also be called a rosette. I'm not really sure. So I will show you what it is. And I was going to make 2 of them ahead of time, and then I ran out of time. So we'll make all 3 live, I guess. I did use liquid glue and some reverse tweezers, but you can use hot glue also. So hot glue, it dries really quickly and it holds really well, much better than liquid glue. So whichever one is easier for you. If you're going to use hot glue, make sure to use your silicone mat. So, hi Nancy Sue, you made it. Hi Pat, you made it on time. Yay. Okay, so hi Nancy from New Orleans. Welcome. It's probably, so it's the warmest it's been here all summer. It's July 27th, and we really haven't had hot days. So today was super humid. Like, we walked outside and it was like that, like, hard to breathe humid. And it was like 86 or 88 today. And that's really the hottest we've been all summer up here, but I bet it's really hot in New Orleans. I forgot my water. I'm just realizing I forgot my water upstairs. I may have to go get it here in a minute, but for now, let me flip the camera. Let me know how the sound is. I got an external microphone because there were some sound issues, and the first time I used it, I listened to the replay and I thought the sound was too close, like it was picking up echoing noises. So I moved it away, and now I think that was too far away. So now I moved it in the middle of those 2 spaces. So let me know if I'm loud enough or if it starts picking up weird noises, okay? I'm gonna have to play around with placement of that. So one other thing, whenever you purchase a class from me, you do get step-by-step written instructions. Those are coming for this class. They're not done yet, okay? I am in hyper mode over here, prepping for summer stamp camp. So I have 1 more card kit to kit up for someone who purchased it today, and everything is summer stamp camp. You should see the space like over there. That's another room over there where the chair is and whatnot. It goes that way. It is full to the window, from the wall to the window, from the window to the wall. There, it's full. You can't even walk. There's so much stuff being organized and put together and die cut and laid out, and it's going to be great. There's a lot of fun stuff, and I think I remembered to order everything. So we should be set on that, okay? So a little bit about Summer Stamp Camp. If you're doing Summer Stamp Camp in person, it is this Saturday here in Hudson, Saturday, August 3rd. And if you're doing online, I will ship a box to you sometime after that. And you'll still do all the fun things and get all the exact same things. We will just make the items online at a later date, okay? So more to come on what date that will be, sometime in August, okay? I want to make sure you all can get your box. There's 3D projects, there's cards, so I want to go over in detail those 3D projects with you when you get your box. I'd rather have you have it in front of you and be able to look at it and follow along if you'd like, okay? So, okay, let me flip the camera. Okay, good. Thanks, Cheryl. Sound is good. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera. We might have to move it. There, I bumped it with my head. So it, I was actually climbing on the desk. I was all the way on top of the desk and trying to reach something and I bumped it. So I think I bumped it with my leg, but some part of me bumped it. Okay, so these are the cards that we're gonna make today. The fun fold part of them is all this pinwheel or this rosette, okay? Whatever you want to call it. Either one I think is fine. So this one uses soft sea foam. This one uses real red or cherry cobbler. And then the blue is blueberry bushel. And then this one uses some in colors. So this is Summer Splash and Petunia Pop. This little banner is really old, but you could do this yourself. You wouldn't need a die. You could just banner this. You okay, Milo? That's Milo moving. Good boy, buddy. Lay down. And then this is the, I think it's called the Dotted 3D embossing folder. It's really pretty. It's really big, too. Really big. Hi, Becky. Okay. So let's start with this card because thanks for sharing, Becky. This is the one I have out. I was just kidding up for it, okay? So pull out the one that has a Summer Splash. Thanks, Becky. The one that has a Summer Splash card base. Let me get my comments up on the screen. Okay, you're going to have a Summer Splash card base. You will have a white inside. You'll have a Petunia Pop mat for the front, and then this piece in white that is embossed. I was going to look at what I did on the inside. Oh, that's cute. Okay. All right, so this is embossed with that 3D dotted, I think it's called. And then in your kit, now my pieces, there's a lot of pieces to this, and I just die cut mine. So you're going to have 3 pieces of Summer Splash. You will have these pieces. So there's lots of Summer Splash and Petunia Pop pieces, but these are the ones that you're going to want to set together. So let the camera focus. Okay, so this one and this one is the base. So this Summer Splash one gets the Summer Splash topper, I guess. And then this one gets the Petunia Pop topper, the one that's pointed. Okay. And then this one will have the glimmer. It's the in color, so it's Petunia Pop. And this one doesn't have anything because we're going to do this white banner over it with our sentiment. This one's from DSP. It goes with the Petunia Pop one of the same kind. Those are going to go like this. Okay. And then you're going to have 3 dots, a little, a medium, and a big. Okay. And this big one has like a pattern on it there. Okay. And then you're going to get 2 pieces that look like this. And this is what makes our pinwheel. And I might not make the pinwheel on all of them because it does take a while to put together. But we'll see. Okay. And then these are the resin dots. So you'll have 3 resin dots in either Petunia Pop or Summer Splash, or you'll have a combination of them. Okay. All right. So let's maybe start with doing our rosette. So what I do, I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to have to go get my water, or a water too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to glue, so you'll notice these, one has a pointy side and one has a rounded side. You can do the rosette either way. Just make sure that when you glue it together, you have the 2 sides matching. So make sure you don't do it this way with rounded and pointed. You want to make sure you do rounded and rounded, pointed and pointed, right? Okay, so this little tab right here, it just glues together like this. So I'm just going to use some liquid glue. When I used tear and tape, when I was originally making these, the tear and tape did not hold. Hot glue will, but I don't think you need hot glue for this part. I think if you're going to do hot glue, you need it for the next part. Okay, so I'm going to glue those together, line them up. Okay, and I'm just going to hold them together. Now, you could hold these together with your reverse tweezers, and that is what we will do when we get it all put together. Okay, so now I'm going to start at one end and literally fold every other. So on this score line, it's going to go back, and then on this score line, it's going to go forward. So this is an accordion fold, and we're going to do this, and we're going to keep doing it, and we're going to do it some more. Okay, until it's all done. It does get to be a little bit to hold at the end, but it's worth it. Okay, one thing you're definitely going to want to pull out for these cards is going to be like a big clear block or your Misty or something that you can put on top of these once we've put them on the card, because they're going to want to pop up for quite a while. Okay, now I'm to the seam. See that? I'm just going to fold it. Okay, so I folded past that seam. I'm just going to keep going now. Okay. Whoops. And eventually it's going to want to pop out on you. That's okay. Just keep at it. See, this is why I was going to do these ahead of time, and then I forgot. Of course. That's how life goes. That's how life goes. Okay, so we'll be live again tomorrow in the morning. If you're ever wondering of last minute changes about times or dates or anything like that, I always will refer you to YouTube. On my channel, there's a section called Live. If you click on that, you can see the date and the time of any upcoming classes. Okay, so that's always going to be the most up-to-date version of what's going on. Okay, so if you look on your calendar that you have and you're like, hey, that doesn't match up, always go to YouTube and look at the live, okay, when the live is scheduled. Okay, here we have this lawn accordion now. Okay, now decide which way you want it. Do you want the pointy outside or do you want the round on the outside? Okay, so I'm going to put the round pieces on the outside, which means I'm going to fold them to the outside. If you wanted the pointy pieces on the outside, which we will do on a different card, you would fold it with the pointy pieces on the outside. But I want the round pieces on the outside. So here's what we're going to do, okay? This little piece right here, see how it's got those miter cuts? That's going to act as like a little tab, and that's going to actually slip right underneath this piece right here. Okay, so all I'm going to do is add glue to this tab. Okay. Becky, I love it too. It's so cute. Now I'm going to put these together. I'm going to do my best to line it up. And then what I'm going to do is take a pair of reverse tweezers, which is just a pair of tweezers that you don't have to hold and they stay shut. And I'm going to put that right there. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to let this sit for a while. Okay, we'll put together the rest of the card while we let that sit. Okay. All right, let's do some stamping, shall we? We can assemble our other rosettes too. Okay, so we're gonna do Hip Hip Hooray in Petunia Pop on this. Oh, I should show you the stamps and the dies too. So these are the dies all messed up. Normally I have magnet cards. This is the die here that makes the rosette or pinwheel. Normally I have magnet cards, but I don't have them out. I ran out and I ordered them. They're still in the box. So I need to get them out. Okay, so this is the stamp set. What did I say we were gonna do? Let's do Hip Hip Hooray. Okay, so Hip Hip Hooray. And that will be in Petunia Pop. Whoops. Hip Hip Hooray. Okay, sorry if my head gets in the way here, but okay, right in the center. And my in-color ink pads are super juicy, so I'm not going to push too hard. That's cute. Oh, and I need Summer Splash. Okay, I'm not going to go get my Summer Splash because I already have it set aside for Stamp Camp. But what I did on the inside of this one is I stamped the pinwheel in Summer Splash and then a sentiment in Petunia Pop. But for the sake of class, I'm just going to do the pinwheel in what color is this? Petunia Pop. Okay, so the pinwheel is fun. When we ink up and stamp once, we get full strength color. And now we're going to stamp again with second strength, but we don't have to re-ink. We just inked that. So now we're going to line this up in between where we just stamped and stamp again. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? We do have to stamp off. Let's try that again. All right, ink up once. We have to stamp off because we're stamping off the paper. Okay, so stamp once. Let me get a piece of scrap paper. Okay, then ink up again, stamp off, and then stamp in between. Okay. And it's really easy to line up. And then I'm going to do this little dot here. And I think I'll do that in second generation Petunia. So ink up in Petunia, stamp off, and stamp in the center there. Okay. And then Hip Hip Hooray. I think I'm going to do This Is Your Day because it rhymes. Hip hip hooray, this is your day. So I'm going to do This Is Your in second generation, and then I'm going to do Day in full strength. Okay. All right, that's it for stamping. It's really loud when you ink up and set things down on the right side. Yeah, I think it normally is really loud when I do that. I think that's pretty normal. I'll try moving you away slightly. I think it's normally loud when I ink up. I think. Okay, let's burnish our card base. And we can glue. Now, I let my 5-year-old borrow my Stampin' Seal and it got messed up. So I'm gonna try to refill it here. So this is a refill. And I have it pulled apart, and to be honest, I've never done this. That's not right. It must go like this. No, that's not right either. It must go like this. Yes. Okay, and then I think I figured it out. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try using Stampin' Seal. I don't know if it's gonna stick in this climate, but we're gonna give it a try. Normally I do liquid glue for everything. So let's see. Let's see if it works. Okay, then this. Now for anything that has dimension, I will still use glue. So like the this embossing, this white piece that's embossed. Whoops, mine's too long. Make sure yours isn't too long. Mine's a little long here. It should be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Well, that's what it is. Maybe I just didn't line it up. Oops. Maybe I just didn't line it up right. Let's try again. All right, mine's a little long, but that's okay. So I am going to use liquid glue on this because there's a lot of dimension. Okay. And okay. It's pretty. Okay, now we can work on, we're going to put down everything except our large rosette, okay? The large rosette we're going to do last because we have to put like a big block on this to hold it down. You can use, this is where you'll be able to use hot glue, or you can use liquid glue. So let's put together these. I stamped on this one actually. So this one's going to get Petunia Pop and the pointy stamp. And I stamped right in the center of that. Okay, just once like that. And then we're going to get dimensionals and mini dimensionals. We'll pull out our purple pieces. So this is the purple one with the pointy. That's going to get a dimensional in the center. And I'm going to try to line this up so that we can see the stamping through it. Okay. And then on the very top of this, we're going to get the glimmer piece. Okay. All right, so there's one, and that's going to go about here. Okay. This one we can put together. Little dab of glue in the center. And this will go on top. Same way, we're going to try to line it up in between. Okay, like that. And that one's going to go about there. Okay, and then we can put the top of this one together. This one is right in the center here. Gets this. Okay, and then right on the center of that, it gets hip hip hooray. Okay. Okay. These other ones get dimensionals. And then we'll put these down. We'll put these three down once we have the center rosette on. Okay, so here I'm going to put this one down with some liquid glue. It's going to go about here. Okay, and this one just in the center with some liquid glue. That's going to go down here. Okay, now we can get our rosette, and here's where we're going to pull out a block. I'm going to pull out just this D block. It's probably it's 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, so it's not super heavy. Okay, we're going to pull out our rosette here, and we're going to fold it. Now, we're going to fold the pointy parts in, and so that the rounded parts are sticking out. Okay, but first I'm going to put a lot of glue right here. Now, if you wanted to do hot glue, this is where you would put your hot glue. Okay, so I'm going to push this. I'm going to push this. It's not going to stay, but I'm going to push it in to make the rosette. Okay, now if I let go of this, it's going to pop back up. Okay, so I'm going to push this into that glue that I didn't put exactly where I wanted, but we'll slide it over. Okay, right there. think I'm gonna put glue over a little bit more right here. Okay. So flip it in and push down. Now, it doesn't really matter what it looks like on the inside because you're not gonna see it. Okay, now if you wanted to put hot glue here, you could. I'm just adding some liquid glue, a lot, and I'm gonna pop this down. Hip, hip, hooray. Okay, and while I'm holding that down, I'm gonna slide my other pieces into place. So this one is gonna go under here. This one goes up here. And this one over here. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Our embellishments will go here, but we got to let this dry first. So I'm going to carefully put this on top, and I'm going to move it, but carefully. I don't want it to pop off. Okay, so I'm going to move this off to the side. Okay. All right, that is carefully moved off to the side. Okay, so that we're not actually done with card 1, right? I'm trying to be quieter when I move stuff over there. Hopefully that's better. Okay, I'm gonna clean off these stamps and we will work on the next card. Okay, thanks Nancy Sue. Okay. All right, next, let's do the red, white, and blue card. Okay. All right. Okay, so here's the red, white, and blue card. Isn't that cute? Oh, I need blueberry. We need real red and blueberry bushel. Okay. And we do use some splatter on this one. So I'm going to get my splatter box. And I think we will splatter. Okay, so pull out your red card base. And whoops, mine's all mixed up. Hold on. Okay, so mine's all mixed up, but you'll have a glimmer, a white glimmer piece, and this is actually die cut with 2 dies. So first it's this die cut. And then there's a little die that does all these little holes, which you can poke out. I'm going to poke them out over the garbage here. They don't poke out nicely after you die cut them. So from the glitter paper, anyway, they might work. They might poke out better if you cut them from like DSP or cardstock, but they like to hang in there when you have glimmer paper. Okay, so I'll get all those poked out. Almost done, 5 more. There we go. Oh, 1 more. Okay, so I just used my take your pick tool and poked those out, so now there's holes. Okay, and we'll have, this is the red rosette, these 4 pieces. Okay, and this is the blue rosette, these 4 pieces. Okay. This one will go off on the side. You're going to have 2 basic pearls. This is for stamping our sentiment. We'll have a white for the front, a blueberry matte, and then you will have, oops, I have an extra one. You will have either real red or cherry cobbler DSP in varying patterns to make your pinwheel. Okay, and then a white inside and a red card base. So we're going to do a little bit of splattering. I'm going to set all these things aside because everything gets splattered when you splatter. Everything that's white, if you don't want it to be covered in splatter, you gotta cover it. Okay, so I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna take my splatter box and just one of my white panels. So this is just a plastic box. And I'm gonna take one of my white panels. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm gonna take some blue ink. And I'm gonna put some on a block. So here's a little block. I'm just gonna put some here. Okay, and I'll set that in here. Okay, and then I'm going to take some water and I will spray some water onto that ink pad and a paintbrush. And here's my paintbrush. Okay, so I'm going to spray water on my paintbrush and get it wet. I'm just going to spray it over the trash can here. So I just have a spray bottle with water. Okay, so my paintbrush is wet now, and I'm going to pick some of this up and I'm going to test it. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to put it on my card. Okay. All right, and that's it. Okay, I will set these aside to dry. Wash them later. Just wipe this up with a rag. Whoops, I'm all blue. Okay. I'm gonna pull this out. All right, that's gonna take a minute to dry. So while that dries, we can make our rosette. So we make the rosette the same way. Let's see, this one, I think I have the pointy side out. Doesn't entirely matter right now. I'm going to put some glue on the tab. And there's blue everywhere, you guys. I'm going to put these together the same way. So make sure pointy end is facing pointy end. Hold that together. I got to wipe some of this blue up. It's all over. The splat box does pretty good containing it, but not good enough. Okay. All right, so. All right, and I'm gonna fold again. Fold, fold, fold. This is what I was gonna do ahead of time. I was only gonna show you this once. Now you get to see it 3 times. And if you're watching on replay, you can fast forward. Maybe just turn the sound off if you make the speed faster, because I'll sound like a chipmunk if you don't turn the sound off. Okay, so I think I'm going to put not this polka dot side up, but the other side. I don't know, I'll look at the card here, but I think I want the other side. We'll see. All right, so let's see what's new. There's a couple days left to earn bonus days coupons. So for every $50 you spend in July, you get $55 bonus to spend between August 1st and 31st. So there's a couple days left for that. There was free shipping for 2 days last week. Some worldwide internet issues. Which I'll have to say, I went to get coffee on, it was that Friday, like last Friday or the Friday like a week ago. And I was in line for coffee and I knew there were issues because we kept getting weird alerts for work. Like, everything's down, we know it's down, and this is a national alert system, we're testing it and it seems to work. Okay, I'm going to glue these together. I'm going to put glue on the little tab again. So we kept getting alerts from work. So anyway, I was in line and I got up to pay and they're like, yeah, you don't have to pay. And I was like, what do you mean I don't have to pay? And they're like, nothing works. And I was like, oh, okay. You sure? I have cash. And they were like, no, it's free for everybody today. And I was like, okay, all right. So I left them a tip because I felt bad not paying and went about my day, right? And nothing really worked on Friday. it was weird. And then some things seem to resolve themselves. I'm just going to set this aside and let it dry. And we're going to do some stamping on these now. So we're going to stamp on this one with blueberry and this one with red on these pieces. Okay. And we need the bigger dot too. Yeah, so you know, some things seem to write themselves, but then other things just weren't working still. And so then I went to things were fine. I got coffee on Monday, and it was weird. It was hard, but they figured it out. Like, it took forever for some reason, but they figured it out and it worked. Okay, fine. And then Tuesday I went and they were like, yep, nothing works. Your coffee's free. And I was like, are you sure you guys don't just want to close? Like, maybe you should close. And they were like, no, we don't want to close. We'll stay open. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So now I don't know if things are right or not in the world. I don't think so. Okay, on this little scrap of paper, we're going to stamp Happiest Birthday, which is right here. And we're going to stamp that in red, and we're going to just block off the sentiments. So I'm going to stamp it in the corner, as far as I can into the corner. Okay, so Happiest Birthday, right there. Okay, and then on the inside, so grab your other white inside and let's stamp our red for the inside. So I stamped this is your and then year. So this is your is in red. And I already have that out. Here it is. This is your. And I stamped it about here. And then we'll stamp year, but that's going to be in blue. However, we are going to pull out this little stamp and we're going to do second generation stamping with that. So they're like little fireworks, I think. They're so cute. Okay, so I'm going to get my scrap of paper again. And we're going to kind of stamp these. We're going to stamp them in second generation and we're going to stamp them off the card. So I'm going to stamp off once and then stamp on the card. And ink up, stamp off, and stamp on, ink up, stamp off, and stamp on about there. Okay, now I think that's it for our red. So now I'm going to clean the red stamps that I need the blue for. And we'll pull out our blueberry bushel. And I always do this wrong. I need to write like pull or front or something on this. Okay, so we need this one clean. And, oh, we have to do year. Gotta get year out. That's day. I'll switch it for day. Where's the rosette? Oh, here it is. Because we need that with blue. Okay. Okay, blueberry bushel. Here it is. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with blueberry bushel and that little fireworks stamp. Here it is. And I'm going to ink up and stamp off and stamp here. Ink up, stamp off, and stamp here. Ink up, stamp off, stamp over there. Okay, so that's the inside. Oh, and we need year. 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 From to year. Okay. Oh, I'll take the day stamp off and put it on that block. Okay. Year. And that's blueberry. Cute. Now the inside's done. Okay, and then back to the front. We'll do this big blue circle. That's this one. Yep. the rosette. I love blueberry bushel. I think I tell you guys that every time I use blueberry bushel, and I need to use it more. Okay. All right, that is it now, I think. Okay, so let's put our rosettes together. Okay, so this one is gonna get popped up, this blue one. It's gonna get popped up here and right in the center. Okay, and then this one will get popped up with a mini dimensional right here. Okay, and then in the center of this one we need the blue dot. Okay, and if you want to put a pearl on it now, go for it. I think whoops, I threw mine. Okay, all right, so there's the blue one, and we're gonna do the same with the red one. So this one will get dimensionals. Okay, and that will go in the center. And then this one gets a mini. Okay. And then I was like, what am I holding? But it's a pearl. Okay, the children they're not down here today, but I can hear them causing havoc upstairs. I don't know what they're doing. They're alone up there. And getting into stuff is what they're doing. I have no idea. They took over the playroom this morning with like a huge fort. The whole playroom's a fort. And they're like, Mama, you have to promise us you're never going to take this down. I'm like, oh, you guys, I can't get to the laundry room. Ella can barely get to her bedroom. I promise I won't take it down this weekend, okay? Like, I'm so happy that you built this super creative fort, but it cannot stay forever. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm going to get as close as I can to this happiest birthday. Isn't that cute? Cute little happiest birthday. That will get dimensionals. Okay. Let's put our inside and our mat and everything down before we put our rosette on. So Stampin' Seal. I don't know that I'm gonna like this, you guys. All right, I'm curious in the chat. You tell me, do you guys like tape runner or do you like liquid glue? I am normally a liquid glue person, so doing tape runner is new for me. I used to use only tape runner. Like, I never used liquid glue. So I don't know. It just is so much quicker sometimes, right? That's where I'm struggling. Like, liquid glue is great, but okay, then this blue piece goes right on here, or this white piece goes right on the blue. Isn't that cute? Jean says liquid glue. I know. I'm really trying to use tape runner and see how it goes. I'm really trying to branch out. Okay, let's glue this down. I'm only going to glue the center of this. It's going to go right about here. Okay, and then our blue one. Both. Depends what I'm sticking down. Yeah, I know. Okay, this one is gonna go up here. This blue one. Okay. Our happiest birthday is going to go right here. Okay. So like equal distance from the left and the top. And then this is gonna go on top of our rosette that we make on this side here. Okay, so that means it's time to pull this apart and decide which way you want out. So I'm gonna do pokey side out, which means I'm gonna put in these rounded spots, or this rounded part. And then I have to decide which pattern I want up. I think I want whatever those are. That looks more patriotic to me. Okay, so it needs to go about right there. So I need a whole bunch of liquid glue right here. I know it looks like a puddle, but I promise you if you don't use hot glue, this is how much glue you need. It will not stay otherwise. Okay. And then on top of that, I'm putting glue to put this piece in the center. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm going to put a black. Okay. Cheryl says, how cute. I remember the days of little kids. Just one granddaughter now. Oh, Cheryl. My mother-in-law says grandkids are great. You get all the fun of having them, but no like real responsibility of being mom, right? So you get to do all the fun things. Load them up with sugar and take them all sorts of places, not worry about them getting dirty. Okay, this card is technically done. We put the embellishments on, okay? We're gonna leave this as best we can. I'm gonna move it way over here, and then we'll do the third card, okay? All right, I'm attempting the balancing act of leaving that on there. Okay, oh, thanks, Pat. Okay, all right, let's work on our last card. So this one is more subtle and tone on tone. Okay, so this is soft sea foam. Don't mind I smudged my card. And it uses, these are from Kiddin' Around, the embellishments from last spring, was it? The spring mini. Okay, so we need Hip Hip Hooray, which is here. And we need that little firework thing, which is here. And we need Happy Birthday, but not Happiest Birthday. We used this one. Let's use this one. Okay, Happy Birthday. This long one. Thanks, Becky. When is your birthday, Jenna? December, Cheryl. My birthday is in December. I am a December baby. Okay. All right. So pull out the last kit that you have. And I think my embellishments may have fallen. Oh, I think they're over there. Okay, you'll have two soft sea foam. This time it's from cardstock, okay? So this one does take a little bit longer to adhere together because it's cardstock and it's really thick. Okay, now here's that little banner again. I love this little banner. It's my favorite banner ever. Okay, but you could use the banner punch. It just retired, but there's a banner punch, or you can do this yourself with your scissors, okay? Or if you have a die. You'll have crumb cake. You'll have 3 of these. They look like sand. I have 2 somewhere else. Here they are. I see them. I can see them. I can't pick them up. Here they are. Okay, this is a soft sea foam radiating stitches die cut. And, oops, and a crumb cake mat and a white inside. Okay, so, oops, and my card base I didn't score. Hopefully your card base is scored. I'll score that here in a minute. Otherwise you'll just score it in the center at 5.5. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's do our stamping. So soft sea foam is the only color ink that I used. And I did, let me pull it out. So I did right around it. So I did Happy Birthday first. Soft Seafoam is one of those colors that I also overlook. Okay, I think my camera is a little crooked. I tried to straighten it out, but I bumped it and okay, I'm going to try to turn this stamp a little bit so it's not always the same direction. Okay, all right, and then we're going to take our radiating stitches piece and do the same thing around the outside. So I'm just, oops, at the back. I'm just going to randomly stamp this on the outside. Okay. And I'll come back in and fill in those spots when I turn the stamp. So I'm going to turn it and fill in a different way. Okay. And I'll turn it another angle. Fill in some of these. One more right there. Okay. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to sort of wipe this up a little. Where'd my rag go? All right, we'll stamp Hip Hip Hooray. Oh, we should have done our rosette, shouldn't we? I forgot. Well, we might have to wait for it to dry. Hip Hip Hooray, tone on tone here. Okay, that's all right. We'll clean our stamps while we wait for that to dry. Okay, I'm gonna glue these together. Hi, Milo baby. Good boy. Gonna lay down. Good boy. Okay. Okay. All right, and here we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. There might be an end that you're supposed to start on, but I don't know which end that is, so I just pick one. I don't know that it matters. Okay, so tomorrow we're here for the Country Woods bundle class, and that is really cute. It's with one of my favorite stamp sets in the whole catalog. It's 2 stamp sets. Country Birdhouse, which is what I think is my favorite stamp set, or it's at least top 5, and then Country Flowers, and they're really cute. The one Birdhouse card has so many pieces to it. I lost track how many pieces it has, but a lot. I think I have one left of that. So if you, oh, maybe I sold it. I might have sold it. I think I sold it to Angelique. But anyway, it's really pretty. We embossed the birdhouse. We're using it again for summer stamp camp. Completely different cards and projects, but the birdhouse is used for summer stamp camp too. Okay. Hope I got past the glue point. And oh, popped out on me. So this one wants to pop out because it's thicker, being cardstock. Do you guys remember as kids doing paper dolls? We would like punch them out and put them together, and they had those little tabs you'd wrap around to hold the like the clothes or whatever on the paper dolls. I used to love those. Now they have the magnetic versions where you like pop, like my kids had the magnetic ones. You could pop on the clothes with magnets. Okay, let me get that lined up. The liquid glue takes a little bit to grab. Doesn't want to grab right there. Come on now. And then I'll get my reverse tweezer in there. Okay. It looks so silly just like this, doesn't it? Doesn't look like anything. Okay. All right. Let's do some gluing. I have to score this. Let's do some gluing. I'll put this away and we'll clean up my stamps while we wait since I didn't do the rosette first. I'll put this one away too. And then I'll clean up a little bit. We'll chit chat. All right, let me score this at 5.5. Okay. Bone folder. Okay, so then I'm going to use liquid glue on this one because that's what I would normally do. Let's see if it works. Well, I know it works. We don't need to see if it works. Okay, and this one. And then this one, I'm only going to put glue on the inside because that Radiating Stitches die has little holes in it. So I'll show you. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Okay. And then this one will go here. Pat says, me too. I guess that's where I learned to fussy cut. Oh yes, for paper dolls. Yeah. Okay, and then see on this, I only put glue on the center because it pops through all those little die cuts. Okay, so that will go here. All right. Let's put this down. This is gonna go here. I need some mini dimensionals, I think. I don't think a regular dimensional will fit on this little banner. For those of you who are demonstrators, did you take a look at the mini catalog that's coming up for the fall? You can view it online. I've just glanced at it once because I haven't had time. Normally I would comb through that thing with a fine-tooth comb, but I have no time. So I will come up with a schedule and we'll use that in September and October and November and December. So because the sales period is September through probably January like 3rd or something like that. So I'll pick stamp sets and whatnot from that catalog for the most part, not for everything, but from that catalog for those classes. So already September I think is scheduled with online exclusives. So we'll look at October and November and December. I think there's so many cute things and I can't wait. So I think September 3rd is the date that everyone can order if you're a customer. Otherwise, if you're a demonstrator, the pre-order is August 6th, which I believe is a week from Tuesday. So coming up really soon. All right, I'm going to clean these off quick and put them away while we wait for that thing to dry. And then that's it, guys. So that's all we'll have is to put this last one together. I think I've cleaned that same stamp 6 times. We use that one a lot. Okay, this one. Very disappointed the catalog had no Halloween. I know, I've heard that from a lot of people. I've heard that from a lot of people. I think somebody made a post on the demonstrator page about that too. Maybe that's where I first saw it. Yeah, I don't think there was a single Halloween stamp set in there. There was a leaf, like a leaf or 2 set. I can't remember. But remember last year there was that cute No Bones About It or whatever it was called? That was really cute. I did a class, a bundle class for that. Or Bag of Bones was it called. I still have at least one of those left. One kit of those left. Yeah, and then there was that Tricks or Treats, remember, with that cute little bag. and the like Frankenstein and the vampire. There was something else in that one. Frankenstein, vampire. I don't remember what the other one was. Yeah, so I think there was 2 specific Halloween ones last year. Now, there are 2 Halloween ones. I do have them. And we're going to use one of them. Well, I don't have the ghost one. There's one that is like ghosts that doesn't have dies. And then there's potions and spells, which I do have. It does have dies. It's this one right here. I'm going to do 2 classes with this one. I think a fun fold class and a bundle class is what it is. Okay, so this is the Halloween one that I will be using, which I think is cute. Okay, and then there's also a pumpkin one we're going to do. Scenic Pumpkin Patch or Scenic Pumpkins, or I can't remember. And then the leaf, changing leaves we'll do. Okay, let's see if this is dry enough to put down. It's going to go right in the center. Okay, so I'm going to put a whole bunch of glue right there. And I would like the rounded part facing out. Okay, so I'm going to fold these in and push them down here. Okay, and then I'm going to put, see, this is where I think hot glue would really work better. I'm going to put glue right here, down in the center, and then this is going to go right in the center. And before I take it away, I think I'm going to try to put one of these down. Think I can do it? I don't know. Oh, maybe not. Okay, it popped off. Oh my goodness. Can I do it? Will it work? It worked. Okay, I'm not letting go of this. I need another big block. Stay. Stay. Okay, and then I'm going to put these ones down. I recommend not putting your gems on. I'm just impatient today. I don't know. And then my little one. I really like these gems. I used them for the beach day card that I did. I think I did beach day for a monthly subscription class in the spring. And I use these gems because they look just like sand. They're so pretty. Okay. All right. Cheryl says, so many people love Halloween, oldest daughter's favorite holiday. Yes, and there's someone who watches me. Her name's Vicky. I'm pretty sure her son's birthday is Halloween. We were doing the Bag of Bones class last year, and I'm pretty sure she said she was going to give that card to her son because his birthday is Halloween. So I thought that was fun. Okay, all right, let's pull off. Oh, we still have to put our embellishments on that first card. The children are rolling something around upstairs. I don't know what it is. It's rolling around on the tile. Maybe it's a little car. I don't know, it's really loud. Okay, let's put our embellishments on the first card. I'm going to try not to move that. Okay, so this is safe to remove the block from. And we're going to do a Summer Splash gem on the Summer Splash little dot. And then the Petunia Pop gems on the other little dots. This one. I suppose these aren't gems, are they? They're what are they called? I can't remember. Resin dots. Okay. All right. Okay, and let me put the original away. And I'll show you the first and the second card for sure up close. You can tell me which one's your favorite. Okay. So, where did I put the dies now? Oh, here they are. Okay. Okay, ready? Here's card number 1. Zoom out a little. Okay, here's card 1. Isn't it cute? I think you could still fit this in an envelope if you put like a piece of paper over it. Otherwise, you could hand deliver this card, right? Okay, so it doesn't have crazy dimension. It has dimension, but it's not crazy. Okay, so here's card 1. Okay, and card 2 I think is probably safe to touch. Okay, so this is if someone has a July birthday, or I think you could make this if their birthday was in September or May for Memorial Day or Labor Day, or you could make this a Veterans Day card or a President's Day card. But I guess I was thinking Veterans Day card, maybe not Happy Birthday. Cheryl says you probably need to check on them. Yeah, they're fine. There's 3 of them. They usually figure it out. You know what? They're not fighting. So I'm just happy. They're perfectly fine up there. They're probably eating something. Okay. This is your year. It could also be like a New Year's card, right? Okay, and then I don't know that I want to take apart card 3. I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. But this is what it looks like. Identical. We made it to a T. Should I test it and see? It might pop up. Ooh. I'm going to put the block back on it, but there it is, okay? Isn't it cute? Yeah, see how it wants to pop up? So if you use hot glue, obviously it doesn't take that long to set. Okay, so which one's your favorite, guys? I don't have them in order here. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. All 3 turned out great. Nancy Sue's favorite is number 1, this one. I have my sentiment a little crooked. You could put a little glue dot behind there. Okay. I don't know which one I like the best. I like them all. They're very different. I mean, they all have a rosette, but they're very different colors. You know, they don't, like these use DSP, but the DSP is subtle because it's the rosette or the pinwheel instead of like a background. Cheryl says, love them all. She's tied between 1 and 3. That's these ones. Jean says 1. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like them all. Okay. Milo is laying. I don't even think I can back the chair up. He's laying right here. Oh, Becky likes 1 and 2. These 2. Milo, I can't even back the chair up. He's laying on the chair, passed out. I can hear him puffing away down there. Okay, let me, as soon as I say snack and grab the bag, he'll be awake. All right, I think Milo might want a snack. Does Milo want a snack? I think Milo might want to say hello with a snack. Okay, buddy. Oh, good morning. How was your kitty nap? Oh, he has dimensional backings all over him. I didn't make it in the garbage. Instead, some floated down and landed right on him. Okay, let me move this. Okay, and let me get his snacks and I'll flip the camera. Okay, Milo Bear. They want to see you. They do. It's time for your cameo. Let me get your snacks. All right, and let's get the correct camera. Okay, and there he is, right there. Hi, Milo. Hi, puppy. Hi. Oh, you're such a good puppy. You're such a good puppy, aren't you? Oh, you're so hungry all the time. Pat says she likes number 2. Okay. Here you go, puppy. Oh, what a good nice boy you are. What a nice boy. Oh, good bear. Good bear. Such a good bear. You are. All right, guys. That's what I have for you for today. Sorry, let me close that up. About 35 packages are making their way to the post office. They'll be there bright and early tomorrow morning. So it's the majority of the Charming Duck Pond card kits. So what happened with that is I ordered all of the ribbon that we needed for class, and Stampin' Up! Forgot to put it in the box. So I contacted them and they sent new ribbon, but I was only able to ship out 5 kits. So there are 5 of you, the first 5 who signed up, lucky people who already have your kits and have them in time for class on Tuesday, but the majority of you your card kit will ship out tomorrow morning, okay, for Charming Duck Pond. So you may get it in time for Tuesday night class if you're close to me, but unfortunately the majority of you will have to put your cards together on the replay, okay? So I just had to wait till I could get the ribbon, and the ribbon came this evening at 5 p.m. So it's in the boxes, or it's in your bags, it's in your envelopes, it's put together, everything is sealed, the shipping stuff is already on it, it's all ready to go. It just has to go to the post office, and they don't really do anything with it on Sunday. They might sort it, but it's not going to leave the post office until Monday morning. So we'll still have class on Tuesday. I would push it out till maybe Thursday, but I'm not going to do that because I have summer stamp camp, and I'm feverishly preparing for that. So we will still have class on Tuesday, and you can use the step-by-step instructions when you get your card kit if you want to use those. They're not too hard to put together, so you could just watch the replay or take a picture or a screenshot of the finished cards, or look at the finished cards online and to see what the cards look like and put them together yourself. So you can use the instructions with the photo also, okay? So I'll have all that ready. We'll do that on Tuesday. But tomorrow we will be doing the Country Woods bundle class. We'll make 4 cards with that. I don't think class will take very long tomorrow. Class went really quick today. Super quick. Even though I had to put together all those rosettes. I can't believe it. So, okay, well, Milo's gonna go get comfy. So, okay, well, I will see you guys tomorrow at, I think I did 11 or 11:30. I can't remember. It's on YouTube, okay? So go ahead and look and see what time it is. And we'll be live for class tomorrow. I think it'll probably take us about an hour, okay? So it shouldn't take too long on Sunday mid-morning, and then you all can have the rest of your weekend. So thanks for watching today. Oh, I know, Milo's so sweet. He's such a good boy. He's really tired. He went swimming earlier today, and it's really hot here, so he's so cute. He's really sleepy. He'll be ready for bed. Last night I couldn't find him. I couldn't find him at all. And I was having a snack and he wasn't by me, which is really strange. And so I was like, Milo, I was calling him, I was calling his name. I couldn't find him. I finally found him. He had put himself to bed. So he has a bed in my bedroom that he sleeps in on the floor. And that's where he's always slept his whole life. And that's where he was, passed out, sound asleep in his bed. He literally put himself to bed. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. You're so sleepy. Okay, I'll leave you alone. But then he came down and was like, okay, I took a little kitty nap. I'm ready to play and have a snack and let's go. So it was like a power nap or something. But I thought it was so cute how he put himself to bed. Like, my children don't even put themselves to bed. They just fall asleep wherever they are if I'm not putting them to bed. Which I saw a really funny thing the other day. I don't know if it was on Instagram or whatever, but it was like a video of a mom during the summer. And it was like, she's strolling out of her bedroom and it's morning and she looks like she slept well. And it was like, it's a summer morning and you forgot to put your kids to bed last night. And they showed all 3 of the kids And like, you know, one of them is like passed out on the corner, like on the island with food in its mouth. And the other one is like passed out with a video game controller on the floor. Yeah, just really funny things. And it's like, yep, sometimes in the summer we just want to say, good night, kids, I'm going to bed. So yeah, my kids are night owls like me. As you can tell, it's almost 10 p.m. here and they're still awake and causing mischief, and I don't know what they're doing. They're getting along, so I'm sure they want a snack and all of that fun stuff. So, okay. Well, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for the bundle class, and have a great night. And we'll catch you really soon, not even a whole day from now. So have a great sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.